Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Sandra. 我是你们的老师 Sandra. First, let's exchange pleasantry. 大家好，你们好吗？And of course, 欢迎 Welcome to Community Mandarin. Today, if the light is super strong, please excuse that. I'm trying a new backdrop. As you can see, I put a spring pillow over here. I know with the strong, almost blinding lighting, it's hard to see. But yeah, so all in all, spring is here. Spring is here. How do we say spring is here? So first, something happened yesterday. Something happened yesterday, and then that's something I believe is only in the U.S., 美国 and Canada, 加拿大. And then that is called the daylight saving time. Of course, that's how we call it in English. So 英语 is daylight saving time, but Mandarin, how do we call that? Which brings us to the theme of today, the title of today, which is 夏时制. 夏时制. So 夏时制 is what daylight saving time is called in Mandarin. Well, when you look at these three characters, chances are you probably recognize one or two, because I'm pretty sure we've learned what is 夏 and what is 时. But if you don't remember these two characters, no problem, because if you've learned Mandarin for a bit, chances are you are not gonna remember everything. It's the same with every language learner. So let's refresh our memories. First, let's look at what is 夏. Speaking of 夏, we have to go back and look. We've learned on the seasons, which is okay. Now you know what is 夏. Again, I color coded it. So the one in green, 绿色的汉字. The green Chinese character is 请跟我读春. Technically, it is the season now. So this season, what's outside there? Ignore the blinding light. It is 春天. So if one of the spring has come, we say 春天来了. 春天来了. And the next one is what we're going to learn today. 夏. 夏means summer. If you want to talk about the summer season, you can call it 夏天. But in the phrase we are learning today, 夏时制, we simply use the character 夏, which stands for 夏天, summer. Okay, the next one, in dark brown, 咖啡色的字, we have 秋天 is my favorite season. 秋天是我最喜欢的季节. And then last but not least, we have 冬, as in 冬天, which is also in English, winter. I would say 冬天是我最不喜欢的季节. If you happen to catch what I said, 冬天, winter, is my least favorite, 最不喜欢的季节, my least favorite season. All right, so for daylight saving time, the first character is 夏, summer. Let's look at the second character. That might look familiar to you as well, as in 时. It is 时 from 时间, which means time. 时间 is not a very complicated word. Usually within about 3 months to 6 months you've learned Mandarin, you probably encountered this one. Let's look at quick conversation to gauge how do we use the phrase 时间 in a sentence or in a scenario. So we have this little conversation go on. Usually before I do A and B to stand for the two people carrying out the conversation, now I decided to try something else. I use 小明, little bright, namely little bright, but it's also your equivalent of John, your most basic and most commonly used boy name. And then I use another one, 小红, little red, namely. Also, you can regard it as equivalent of like Jane, So John and Jane, 小明 little bright and 小红 little red. 小明 asked 小明问你明天有时间吗？我请你吃饭。The first question, 第一个问题 should be very plain and simple. You tomorrow have time, and we have ma to turn it into a question. So do you have time tomorrow? Do you have time tomorrow? And then the later part of that, 我请你吃饭。请 original meaning is please, but we also have covered another usage of the word 请someone to do something usually means it is my treat. I invite you to do something with me, which means I'll pay for that. So 我请你吃饭 means I invite you to go out have a meal with me. All right, and 小红 says, little red says. 小红说对不起 I'm sorry 我很忙 So this is an attempt of like a date going south but that's how you use 时间 if you want to ask people about their availability you can ask 你有时间吗 and then let's hope their answer wouldn't be like what 小红 has over here. All right, let's look at the English translation of this little conversation. 你明天有时间吗 Do you have time tomorrow? 我请你吃饭 I'd like to take you out for a meal. Usually when we say 吃饭 we do not know which meal of the day it is. So that's why I phrase it as in take you out for a meal. 小红 said 对不起 I'm sorry 我很忙 I'm very busy. Okay, and next up 智 This could be the only new word, unfamiliar word for a lot of Mandarin learners. 制 stands for 制度 which means system. So now that we know 夏 stands for summer, 时 stands for time, 时间, and 制 stands for system. We kind of know how do we put these three together to create this term 夏时制. Here we go. 夏时制, namely summertime system. And then it is basically daylight saving time. We use 夏时制. I mean, obey that the beginning of daylight saving time started in spring, 春天, but we do that for the whole summer, and mainly for summer because days are long, and then we want to better utilize those extra couple of hours of daylight. So, 夏时制 is your daylight saving time. All right, so as of yesterday, we lost 1 hour. And then if you're a parent, you know how hard it is on your child, if you have young children, on your child's daily routine, especially your sleep time routine. So if we want to say we lose an hour, we had to get up early for an hour, or we lost another hour, an hour of sleep. How do we say that? All right, first let's look at these two characters. It might or might not be familiar to you, but 请跟我 do nonetheless. The first one, 早, and then the next one, 晚. 早, you might have remembered it from 早上, as in when we did a draw of the daylight, the time of the day. 早上, as in morning, or more specifically, early morning. So if it is, say, now, my time is 11:39, so 11:39. That is still technically morning in my time zone, but we do not call that part 早上 because 早上 is usually, I would say personally, would think it's before 10 o'clock, like early morning. And of course, 晚上 is evening. So if that rings a bell, you can probably guess 早 carries the meaning of early, whereas 晚 carries the meaning of late. Yes, they can be used that way as an adjective, but today we're going to address another usage of it, and that is 早 and 晚 can be used as a verb. Let me show you how to use it, especially in today. Let's look at the sentence. 这一句 First, 请跟我读。昨天我睡觉早了1个小时。We put it 了 right after 早. There goes to show you 早 is used as a verb in this term. Okay. 昨天我睡觉早了1小时。So what is 昨天 and what is 睡觉 and what is what is 小时 That three could possibly still be a new word to you. So let's give you the English explanation on it. 昨天 yesterday 睡觉 go to sleep and 小时 and means an hour. Okay, so 昨天我睡觉早了1个小时 means yesterday 我睡觉 So this 睡觉 part means you go to sleep. So I went to sleep 早了1个小时 an hour early. So yesterday I went to bed an hour early. Okay, so that is for today, guys. Today we've learned how to say daylight saving time and then how do we land on the term 下时制. As of today, 下时制 officially starts as of yesterday. And hopefully everybody is enjoying the spring season and the upcoming warm season and the longer daylight. And I'll see you next time. 星期四，再见。